What's good, you guys? You know who it is, man. It's your boy, Mr. Relentless Lex, and I'm back like I never left this mother. Yes, sirski. All right, so, man, we got Quincy, Kim Porter's son, Quincy, bro. Albie's Sure's son, Quincy. Rages on Diddy after Kim Porter's book get leaked. More abuse. Things been taking place that Quincy didn't even know about. Maybe he's seen some things, but not all things. But that's why Albie Sure, which is Quincy's dad, said, yo, I'm going to let y'all know everything. Because Kim Pollard was talking to Albie Sure behind the scenes, and I'm pretty sure Albie Sure has a lot of information that he can release coming straight from the horse's mouth, which is Kim Porter. I want to say RIP goes to Kim Porter. It's been alleged that Diddy has something to do with her demise. But he's not been accused. I mean, he's not been convicted of it quite yet. But I think it's well on the way. And we gonna see. Spicy.
Honey, word on the street is that Kim Porter's children, Quincy and the twins, have been reading the reports about Kim Porter, and they have obviously seen everything that has been said about their mom. And with the excerpts from Kim's alleged book making rounds, Quincy is reportedly raging on Diddy, and he specifically wants an inquiry to be done about what really happened to his mother.
And of course I had to celebrate with my beautiful mother.
Yes, finale was amazing.
Finale.
Thank you for having me.
Y'all, for those who are not aware, Quincy's biological father, Albie Sure, already said that he is working on a documentary that is going to turn heads.
We're going to be producing the Albie Sure life story. So hold on to your britches, and you'll really understand how I ended up in a coma.
Uh-oh, Diddy. Uh-oh, Diddy.
You're really gonna need to call Homeland Security.
And when Diddy's houses were raided, Albie told Quincy to come back home when he captioned a photo with Quincy, #letter to my son, come home. The door is wide open. You're safe here, son. I love you, Pops, you're biological. Well, at first, fans were a bit skeptical about Albie Sure's intentions, especially since Quincy previously wrote an open letter scolding Albie for not being in his life growing up, and even questioned the importance of a biological relationship. Part of his open letter read, as far as my biological father goes, the spitting image is all I have taken from him. Throughout most of my life, I've always wondered about him, where he was, what was he doing, and most importantly, was he even thinking about me? The absence of my father has given me a better understanding of what type of man I am going to be. I am grateful for my mom's love, support, guidance, and for her strength. Well, reportedly, now that there's all these details about what happened to Kim, Quincy is seeing Diddy for who he really is, and the excerpts from the book have allegedly turned his head even further. Based on what sources said, Quincy may be even willing to contribute to Albie's documentary. Okay, about the book, I know that Kim's close friend Ebony Electra recently took to IG to claim that Kim had no plans to publish the book before her in 2018. Ebony was like, I'm gonna say this as loud as I can. Kim Porter never drafted nor wrote a book, memoir, or manuscript. Quick lesson, allegedly means when something is said to be true but has not been proved. She then continued and called out journalists, saying, credible journalists use this word every day to maintain their integrity and value while reporting news. However, people will go to great lengths to achieve fame and notoriety, most times to the detriment of others. According to Ebony, all the reports about any book are just blatant lies, and she urged people to not believe the lies when people say, I have the manuscript. In the caption, she also wrote, there is no book. There never was. Several people continue to speak about and spread blatant lies regarding this mystery manuscript as if it were true.
Bro.
People, it's not. Kim would never do.
So listen, bro. So, Miss Ebony, you mean to tell me there is no... I'm going to sit here waiting on a book to come out. Either Kim book or Albie Sure book. And you're right. A book haven't surfaced yet. Not even one page of the book that, to my knowledge, not even one page. So that's crazy. That is crazy. But it's a lot of people, including myself, that says we waiting on that book to come out. So I don't know if Miss Ebony got her together, but dang. Albie Sure said if she don't got a book coming out, he got one coming out. And by his book coming out, I'm pretty sure Kim gave him some information on, things that's been going on behind the scenes. So his book gonna be just as good as her book. R.I.P. to Kim Porter, man.
do such a thing. And that's the honest to God truth. God knows the truth, and so does she. As for me, I couldn't have another person call my phone or send me a text about this without clearing the air. Any negative feedback or comments on this post will receive no response except God bless you. The truth is the truth. Be blessed. I don't know, Ebony, you seem to be the only one saying that there's no book. And to a lot of people, the fact that she is apparently Diddy's cousin makes her less credible than other people.
Kim probably told all that
man.
book. You understand? That
she Diddy
got
cousin?
missing the day she died.
Fans are saying that since Ebony is Diddy's cousin, Kim knew better than to tell her about writing a book about Diddy.
Facts.
We even have people saying that Diddy has probably paid her to say that the book doesn't exist. And since she was one of Kim's closest friends, a lot of people would believe her. Well, I got the excerpts from the pages of the alleged book, and boy, is it messy. So messy that we have sources claiming that the leaked book has Quincy raging on Diddy. Anyway, in chapter 1 of the alleged book, Kim wrote about how Diddy's jealousy and short fuse made her walk on eggshells, and recalled one instance where he allegedly sent her to the hospital after she received some flowers. In the excerpt, she says, Sean yelled, "No, so who the F are they from?" I was bewildered, and I told him honestly, I don't know, probably just a fan. He threw the attached card at me. I picked it up to read it. Sean, he so hard, I ground. Sean yelled, "Who the F were you with the other night?" I looked down at the card that was lying next to me, and it read, "The other night was amazing. We must do it again." Based on the book, when Kim tried to explain to Diddy who the flowers were from, he threw the flowers at her and said, "That's not how this works. You have my child. You don't touch anyone unless I allow it." I mean, this ties up really well with what we've heard about how much control Diddy had over Kim, right?
He had access to Kim, no matter if he was with her or not, all the time. He never lost access to Kim. He never gave Kim up, or Kim never stopped dealing with him, and she had an open door policy with him at all times.
Really?
Yeah. Even when he was with J-Lo.
Apparently, Kim desperately continued to calm Diddy down and explained that she had just had coffee with a producer, and explained they met to discuss the possibility of her starring in another movie that he wanted to produce. But that made Diddy even angrier, and the next thing Kim knew, a chair was typical Diddy. The excerpt then goes on to explain what happened next, and I quote, "I pleaded with him, 'Sean, please.' He yelled at me, 'What?' I tried my best to calm him down. He probably didn't know. It didn't come up. You are publicly dating someone else." So he screamed at me, and it somehow seemed even more intense. "So you didn't tell him back off?" "Sean, I didn't." And then out of nowhere, chair. I don't remember anything after that until I woke up in a hospital room. My arm was in a cast hanging from a sling. My eyebrow was in immense pain, as was my lip. As I came to, the first face I saw was of the man that put me here. Kim then continued and wrote in the memoir that Diddy apologized and told her that he didn't know what came over him, but she was afraid for her safety because they were in a private hospital room, and no one would hear her even if she screamed like her life depended on it. And as she lay in the hospital bed, Diddy allegedly said, "I was just so jealous. You know how I am. I'm sorry. Baby, I promise I'll never put my again. I swear." She also said that she was concerned Diddy would lie and say she had been in a car accident and that people would believe him because he is a kingpin. In the book, Kim said that Diddy spent the next 6 months helping her heal and working his way back into her life and into her bed. Baby, things only got worse from there until she died of what was concluded to be pneumonia. And I won't even go into the details of all the things that didn't make sense about her death. We've been through that a bunch of times. Allegedly, the book also has details of how Cassie let herself be flaunted in Kim's face and laughed at how Diddy was mistreating Kim in her own home. Remember when Kim's friend Cola Booth was talking about this situation and people said it was BS? First of all, Cola wrote in a tweet, "This Diddy thing is not a surprise, but it makes me remember the horrible way he treated my friend Kim Porter and how I've always silently held him responsible for her Hashtag RIP Kim. Cola said that she does feel bad for how Cassie was treated by Diddy, but still she remembers when Cassie allowed herself to be used against Kim as Diddy humiliated her for years. Now, according to what Cola spilled, there was a time when Diddy asked Kim to lick. And also she went on to narrate how one time at 4 a.m, Diddy brought Cassie, who was basically a teenager, into his bedroom where Kim was sleeping and woke Kim up and told her to get out of the bed so Cassie could get in. Allegedly, these very weird and complicated interactions with Cassie are all in the book. Of course, there are other terrible things that Kim went through, including allegedly being forced to hook up with not just men, but women too, as Diddy watched. And all these details are in the book. Baby, Ebony Ebony may insist that the book doesn't exist, but boy, would I love to know her thoughts on all the mistreatment that has been exposed. Can she also confirm that Diddy never did anything to hurt Kim? Child, I don't know what you want to believe about the book, but what we can all agree on is that Kim definitely went through some nasty things while she was with Diddy. Whether she actually put it in the book or not, only time will tell. What I also know is that Quincy has seen everything that has been said about his mother, and if he actually turns on Diddy, it's gonna be the end of Diddy for good. But do you believe that Kim wrote a book? Are the excerpts believable? Do you believe Ebony? And most importantly, do you think Quincy is secretly planning to turn on his father? Let me know in the comments section.
Man, Quincy gonna turn on his father. I believe that there is a book, and Ebony don't know what the hell she talking about. And Al B. Sugar gonna come out with a book. And I know we haven't heard a lot about Diddy lately. I don't know what the hell Diddy doing or what they trying to build up or what case. But he's still a free man so far. That ain't even, he ain't did a day in, he ain't did an hour in the holding cell or nothing yet. So that's crazy. But at the same token, bro, it's got to be a book. It's got to be a book. So Ebony, I don't know what you're talking about, Ebony. At all. It's too many allegations saying it's a book. And some people have been putting up posts on Twitter and certain places on social media saying the book is already has been written. Bro, that's crazy. So Ebony, you might be in the book, Ebony. And you Diddy cousin. Bro, you taking up for Diddy. Of course, Diddy paying you to say this because he know that there is a book. And we still gonna wait on it. We don't care what Ebony says, bro.